Alright. Hey, hello and welcome everyone. Another Challenge Cup. How are you all doing? So,
Doing great, HK.
Hey, Hannah.
Commentators in Chucker, Sweat, and Velvet. Take it away, boys.
Hi, everyone. Challenge Cup time. Let's go. The first TSG restream of Challenge Cup. Last time we had Westerfer take the Challenge Cup crown, but this time we're going to have a new champion. And maybe this is one of these on restream today. We've got Group L action, Pog Group with Jax Majarkin on restream today. We've also got Rahylia and Spike Vegeta in this group. Red and Velvet, what up?
I was just going to say, this should be a group to watch, for sure. Group of Death, I think I've heard some people say.
I think less group of death, but a group of just like really interesting and like well-loved and well-respected players. Like all four of these runners are just like highly appreciated in the community. And like honestly, it's one of these groups that less group of death, but more just anybody can take it. Anybody's got like it's in with a shot of winning this. And you know, Jax and Rahylia were in the same group last season as well, and both of them made it through. So we may see a bit of a deja vu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But yeah, we're looking at a Forest Med start. So we should be seeing a free song right away.
in these settings, we start in Temple of Time as adult, right?
Correct. Yeah, adult spawn vanilla child is random. And off we go.
Oh, Majarkin's not even going to bother reading the pedestal, just going to head off. We've got Forest, Free, Spirit, DC, Shadow. Ah, I lost it. It's Nocturne is the song.
Last one was Jabu, I think.
Hopefully somebody took that down.
Yeah, good luck. That
Because
was
none of us did.
Forest, Spirit, DC, Shadow, Jabu.
Mm-hmm. Jackson go and pick up the song, but might just come and pick it up later. Got some hint stones here. Icy Waters is dirt. Frogs 2 is fire arrows, and again.
Ooh.
And 50 is the strength! Why is it always 50 strength? Why? It's always a strength.
Now we get to play the game of do we or do we not get it?
100%. In my book, at least. Like, if there's a strength deep, it's always going to be required for me.
Absolutely. Oh, Jax did get the song, but I just didn't see them pick it up. And the tracker hasn't tracked it. Hello, tracker.
I'm working on getting the medallions up for everyone.
Yeah, so it was so Spirit's a medallion as well. So I think whether you collect that 50 is dependent on if Spirit's a medallion or not. Because you know you need strength 2 for certain, I think you have to just be like, look, I've got to pick up this 50. I've got to work towards the 50 at least. If Spirit's not required, if it's a stone and you may only need 1 strength, you might just be like, if I need it, I might just backwalk into the 3rd strength that's out there. But otherwise, it may just be a single strength seed, so let's not bother with it. Also, Nocturne being on Ocarina of Time basically negates one of these hard AD songs that we might have. So any kind of ZL is the last hard AD song.
Ooh, big chest on Dombe. Calling a strength.
Well, how about Ice Arrows?
Even
less powerful in these settings.
not even blue fire arrows either.
Yeah, I know, they're literally useless.
Herbal does have a point there. Ice arrows do need help with mito skip by equipping
You know
the
what?
bow.
I don't even like if I have a bow or hook shot anymore. I find that more difficult, that method now. I think I just go with the normal sword swipey strat backflip. I think the frogs on fire arrows, you basically just have to say that's probably not going to be required. I wouldn't work towards an AD just for that. Very kind of limited uses in things like Spirit Logic, Shadow Trial 2, things like that.
Yeah, kind of keep that in mind, and you can always just run into a dens on the way and never need it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoes in the windmill.
Both runners going to get these, of course. I wonder how many there'll be. If we see a big package, we might be going into DC. If it's small, we might avoid that for now. Okay, Serenade, so some decent form of mobility in the seed, at least, if we wanted to get to late quickly, but other than that, doesn't block anything. Jack's getting the short hop, which is the bane of a runner's life.
Shame having to walk past the shop without enough money to buy a shield.
That is also very true, yeah. The pain.
Maybe Rufio can come through with a 50.
Might be nice. No. You can't sell pieces fast in this game. Actually, I don't think you can sell them in any game.
It is a 20 pack though, so
Oh, nice.
yeah.
So yeah, like I said, we might see a DC dip. DC is a medallion. Jax does know how to do KZ, I believe. Or they've definitely worked on it before. Majarkin, I don't know whether they could do King Dodongo with shoes. But that would be a nice thing to do in your early first adult segment, but Jax is going straight child. Majarkin going to use a chew here on the Redead Grave. Also, any Brits out there, I have called this grotto the Anton Deck Grotto.
Yes, I'm a fellow Brit. I appreciate that one.
Surprised I'm completely lost.
They're just like a presenter duo, and like one's big and one's small. Gisela, let's go. So Purple's a Brit as well, aren't you, Purple? So we've got a British takeover today.
Yeah, sorry, already being phased out.
Yeah. Go to bed, Red. It's too early.
I like this. Nice river play for hints. Then you can always save before, and then if you find nothing here, you can just reset and keep your time of day.
Yeah. I do find doing it this way, if you do find something, you can ruin your child one segment if you get stuck at the Temple of Time. But we've got some warp songs, so we're not too fearful of that. The Schoolmaster's dead. Oh, Majarkin going for this eyeball method.
I think the platform kind of messed with him there.
Yeah, the classic OOT camera.
Jarkin wants that money. Priorities for the shield. I respect it.
Yeah, ditching that after the third attempt is the problem with the river strats. If you're not confident with the river jumps, there are a couple of ways you can do setups for it. There's one from the ridge on the left hand side, do a few backflips and side hops and stuff. You can get a good angle. There's another method that I saw from Words for Swords recently, where you go to where the hint stone is up here. You roll off the ledge and do some nice little jumpy methods, and it's really nice.
Oh yeah, I just saw that one recently too.
Yeah, they look really clean and really quite simple and efficient, especially if you're just going to climb up here anyway. Market was Path to Twin Rover. Not seen anything yet, but we've only been able to check the slingshot game. But that might be good information for Majarkin to do a nighttime market to potentially get something. Archangel Ace, thanks for the sub, much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the content.
Or Sabarinade.
And Lake to Bongo. I'm glad we read the opposite hints and we both didn't read the same hint then. So that's good information for Majarkin again, because that's going to be, putting Valley Lake in the mind there. Jack's just with the forest information, not going to be able to help them out much until they pick up a hook shot.
Majarkin's come back to CAC, so he might be doing the DC play here.
Yeah, it would make sense if they were picking up that money to have the shield for DC, but they're going to have to go in shieldless for now.
Or we could be seeing an early adult Goron City with the loop round to Death Mountain Crater.
Oh yeah, you could do a lot of damage with 19 Jews.
Yeah, that's a really nice move to do that, because you can pick up the SFM song as well, and if it's something like ZL, then you're laughing.
There's some free money there from Majarkin on top of the cavern.
One of the problems with going to SFM as adult is that you pick up Minuet just in your child section, and actually all of that movement could be a bit of a waste if you don't pick up a good song.
That's Saria's Nana.
Yeah, anything that does really is the dad school kid and logical access to the forest temple. Rolling boulders is a small key. Oh, let's not.
Too soon.
Literally too soon. That's brutal.
Emotional support frog, yes.
Yeah, let's get rid of the frog. Wonder if Majarkin's going to go back now it's daytime and pick up a shield. Yeah.
Yeah, might make DC a lot nicer. If that's where he's going.
Yeah, you could be a lot more reliant on the usage of choose. Always good doing the school kid in your first Lost Wood section.
They could even couple it into doing Dancing Dad as well. No, wait, they haven't got ZL. Ignore me.
Yeah, I know Jax is a strong supporter of Do Child DC ASAP, so we should be seeing that soon too.
Isle DC.
I'm sorry, Goron City.
I was gonna say, if anybody's a fan of Child DC, that'd be great.
Any RSL runners?
Yeah.
Here was a wallet.
Yeah, hoarding the money today in the fire temple.
Oh, nice fun.
Yeah, that's kind of exactly where you want to be before he's dead.
Bottom of the
Bottom
well.
of the well. Nice, okay. Temple of Time to Bongo. So that's all 5 Pathins. And we got a double for Bongo. So meaning the bomb bag is available twice.
There's Din's. Damn.
Din's sword. Strength. Whoa, now Majarkin can not even worry about doing choose strats on King of Donga and can just use the strength there. So that's huge for Majarkin, really. So, wait, hold on one moment. So, Temple of Time to Bongo, and we picked up Nocturne from the Temple of Time. So, that's already resolved. So, thanks, game.
True.
That's done. So
Can't get more fulfilled than that.
yeah, that's finished. And also, it can't even be lax because Shadow's purple. And a
K-sword.
Kairi sword. Wow, what a great little section. Deku's a stone, but hey, doing that Deku in Child 1, you don't need to backtrack to head towards Deku Tree. That's really, really good. Engel, did Majarkin practice it with the ground jumps, or did they practice it with the backflips?
I would guess probably the ground jump since he went back for a shield.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah. I thought like the hard going for the shield kind of thing would be indicative of that. There's another big chest up there. And another big chest. Wow.
Okay.
So we've already found a strength. We've got 2 more big chests at least.
All right.
And there's just a bomb bag.
That's a bomb bag.
Yeah.
French vanilla.
Yeah, that would be strength locks, hammer locked. Wow, there's lots of different combinations for that, but we know DC is not. King Dodonga didn't get selected for a Way of the Hero, so we know that is not overly, not going to be the only bomb bag available. But still hugely helpful. Now you'd have to think about explosives at all. You can really just dump these chews and just, just use them for pace.
Oh my goodness.
And a bow. So this DC completion really paying off. Explosive, strengths, bow. Find a hook in Goron City or somewhere like that, and you've got Forest completed in your adult 1.
I wouldn't put it past it being on King Dodonga right now.
Yeah, with the way that this is going.
Yeah, we do start with Storm, so you could just have one of those items in the well, just readily available.
Oh, follows right. We do have a path, Phantom Ganon for well, so you would assume that the hook is probably just chilling in there. Yeah, I don't know if it's Hell Knight because we've got it on the Discord screen share as well.
Yeah, it's lagging on the Discord screen share, but the actual streams themselves are fine, so...
Let's see what this SFM child song is now.
Good point. Angel not really picking up any skulls on the way. Maybe just gonna gamble that he finds another.
Yeah, we know where that other one is. So we know that we have that next strength in 50, but we know there's going to be another one available.
That was Minuet on OOT.
Okay. Let's chill, I guess. It's not going to be AD, not even going to be logically AD because we've already got Sarias. We do have that market path to Twin Rover, and that bomb bag is going to really help out with that as well. Majarkin might be thinking, could quite easily that Market Way, the hero, could just be another strength.
Yeah, could be. Could have that strength on 50 behind strength 2.
I think it's more likely going to be the hook shot, though, because the hook shot may lock the 50 strength and maybe another strength. Or it could just be the mirror shield and just be simple.
That's what's great about Path to Twin Rova. So many possibilities.
And they're all kind of nice as well. Like the strengths are always nice, the hooks are always nice. Gives you a lot of information about access and logical completion. Also, Path to Volvagia is like that as well, because it might give you information about a bow, might give you information about the hover boots, things like that.
I think we're seeing the maze on Jax's side.
They still only have choose, so I know they've got lots as a bottle on the archery game, but maybe they're thinking that this is worth using it here. A scale is lovely to get. 30 is dead. That might lead them to going up and down. Well, no, they've already done Lost Woods, so the scale's not going to help there, but we'll give them quick access to Lake if they wanted to go up the river and go that way.
It'll be nice for later when it's Jabu time as well.
Jackson, jump on the big chest there. You can jump on that big chest to see if there's see what the chest is on the Hammerlock side. And if it's a big chest, you can just jump right over.
Oh, can you jump to it as child?
Yeah, you can jump to it as child with a jump slash. I always use a jump slash, but you might not even need to. And if it's a big chest on the other side as well, then you can just use that big chest to jump back over, so you don't even need to worry about being locked there.
Okay.
Hope everyone's written that one down, because I certainly have.
Noted.
This is the frog, which we will casually ignore.
Well, one of us certainly will.
So I'm still not over it. Good kind of time of day for Jax at the moment, because they're going to get in a position to maybe not get there in time for chickens, which, you know, c'est la vie. But they're going to get there in time for Dampe, which is great to get without Sunsong.
Coupling that, the nighttime's goal is to push about 50.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is good, minus the fact that now you'd have to wait to get back in the market again.
Yeah, I think Jax
But
is
what they know,
likely
like-
to go up the river anyway to head to the lake way of the hero.
That's fair, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that we saw a duplicate at SFM.
You may as well with that scale.
Yeah, you can take the chicken. You normally, logically, you need ZL to get through that waterfall for those who are newer here, but there's a chicken in the river, and you can use the chicken to just fly through the invisible barrier that's there, or go around the invisible barrier and head into Domain. And then, of course, use the scale then to head into the river, which you do in the vanilla game to get the Rutos letter. Oh yeah, we've got Serenade. Yeah, okay, you don't even need to do that then.
Unless you're just feeling spicy, you want to do domain out of logic. Well, I guess it would even be
Yeah.
out of logic with the scale, but
I guess it depends how safe Jax wants to go with this. The river play would be a safe way to go because you can do all of river and domain.
yeah, I was gonna say I always personally orphan frogs one, so that's a good way to make.
Yeah. Remember the dark days when frogs one wasn't a sometimes hint?
God.
Yeah, lots of information. A fourth hint as well because there's one in domain. So lots of information, lots of nice little checks. It just depends on how safe you want to go. And really, you look at Jax's loadout at the moment, and they've really not got a lot to go on because everything's in DC. So they might want to do almost like a full clear of child at this rate before going back. Oh yeah, you got to
Makes
wrangle the
sense.
chicken. Yeah.
Plus, you're here, you might as well go in the path, bottom of the well.
Yeah, that's true. There's that as well. Yeah, the seed really opened up quite early with all the items and songs that we got.
And we don't have ZL here, but we can peek all but 2 checks.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get super lucky and a key count, there will be 2 keys.
I think that's happened to me like once. Being lucky enough not to have both the keys and the dead hand checked.
Yeah, that happened to me once too, and I almost couldn't believe it. Oh,
Well, that was easy.
that checks out.
Yeah, story checks out. Oh, these paths are kind of, it's nice to have direction to go into the well, but like we were saying, Jax has almost nothing to go back to adult with, so was very likely going to go in here with or without the hint.
And I would assume they go straight to DC and adult too, so that'll get them ready for forest.
Yeah, DC's a med, so there's no reason to not do that. So haven't found our logical access into DC yet. We choose to open the door. Found the strength from the bomb bag inside of it. Still can't logically open the door. Yo, we're back to season 5 hyper. Yes, let's go. Oh, is that a Hummer?
Said that was hammer and coffin?
Yeah, I think it was. There's
Well,
our
your logic.
access into DC. Yeah, well, that's nice for us too. See, now we get the fun thing of being like, is the strength path of... Well, no, it's not going to be, isn't it? The strength won't be pathed with the 50 strength knowledge that we have. It's going to be very likely that both strengths can be first strength. So, yeah, very strongly indicating that the hook shot is path. And like Engel says, very much gives information that your long is going to be behind that hook also.
Yeah, it could be hammer for the strength 1 in DC.
Yeah, you would have to then not have enough schools to pick up. And with I mean, we don't have access to the desert yet. We don't have access to fountain yet. And a lot of school counting is to do with what you have access to rather than the items that you have. So I would probably say we have 30, 40 maybe in logic at the moment. Definitely not 50. But I think a letter will change that pretty easily. I think access to the desert will change that kind of easily. And we have a bottle as well to consider. Link.
Or is it the slingshot that's path? Nah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's because it's boss shuffle and we need the slingshot to kill Phantom Ganon. Oh, Jax with the... Oh, I thought Jax was going with the baller plays of picking up the money here. Around the corner there's about 50 rupees or something like that. Oh goodness, yeah, we found a bow there, didn't we, as well? Yeah. Oh, but we also got bombs there, so that wouldn't be... And we know that the bombs aren't path to anything. There's more than one bomb bag lying about.
That was
Majarkin is taking the sword into here. Yeah, Shadow Pot's dead. I think this is sensible to do. I think there's no reason to not do this at the moment. There are still so many items that you need to find, and Deku's just really quick to clear. Also, I don't know if Majarkin has the hint yet for bottom of the well yet. Maybe they've just read it. Yeah, because the save spawn was right at the top, wasn't it? So, yeah, you could argue that doing bottom of the well might be a more path-driven direction to go. Yeah, we still need magic, lights. Hopefully find another strength. Rang, letter.
And the ever elusive mirror shield.
And the mirror shield, yeah. Did we see Majarkin do bomb tree bowling?
It was 2 junk items.
Okay. So that path is still outstanding.
Big pose intensifies.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, big pose. Big Richard.
Oh, have we not seen Richard?
No, we haven't. I don't think.
Yeah, it was daytime when Majarkin was in market. Ooh. Purple magic. Nice. Yeah, with Serenade, I don't think that'll be an issue for Majarkin. They'll pick that up at some point.
Yeah, first 2 of Shadow open.
There's a shirt. Fire not required today, but it's S6, so there'll be something in there. No need to B1 skip today, we can just do a ground jump. There's just a reminder of the 50 strength that we know about already.
Just in case you forgot.
Just to let you know, Jax is already on 11 schools apparently. So where they did night cack, so not surprising that they're on a nice amount, but 11's good going. Yeah, doing early shadow is so good. Also, Lake was path to Bongo, he picks up a magic, so these paths are just telling us stuff that is kind of obvious today.
Yep.
I
Hey
can't
Goma,
wait.
bye Goma.
Yeah. Spider decimated.
I'm not picking up Greg.
So nothing in DC. We'll see whether that is something that Jax will do later on when they pick up the Kikiri sword.
Hey, there was a tunic. That could be vitally important. No, it's not.
Unless, as Chuckle said, your Gomo's in top fire.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we'll wait for that to happen, and they'll be like, "So happy we've got this tunic now."
Well, they might stay on quite low hearts because they both found double defense very early.
Oh. It's Iron Boots on diving.
Nice pair of boots. Water is a stone. So, but we love water stone, as we say here in the Ocarina of Time randomizer community.
Yeah, you'd be happy to see those if this was season 5.
Yeah, Jax will be devastated to find the DLC, as Purple rightly says.
Yeah, good thorough child on Jax's side.
Mm-hmm.
Should be set up really nice for their next adult section.
Only thing they haven't done is Valley, basically. And, well, of course, the Deku Tree, which they don't have access to at the moment. More bottles. Bottles all over the shop. Ravage
Summertime,
Village,
Burning
Song of
Tank.
Time. Okay, not overly exciting, but not surprising either.
Yeah, bottle gives you, is it 8 more skulls or something?
9, I think it is.
No.
Yeah, 9 soul patches. But some of those are also dependent on what warp songs you have.
So do you reckon we have 50 in logic right now?
Assuming
I
it's
think-
the boomerang and forest, I would think so.
Yeah, I think it's close. Because we've got explosives as well, which gives us DC access. Yeah, I would say. Yeah, I think I agree with Purple. I'd say definitely 40. The thing is, Rang on its own doesn't open that many schools. I think it opens 4 or 5 on its own. You need the access to things like fountains for it to double that kind of count.
Yeah, that's true.
And then when you get the letter as well, it also gives you the ice and adult fountain schools as well. And so the letter really opens up about 12, 15 kind of schools. 12. 4, 6, 7, near 10.
Looks like time of day might be an issue here for Jax.
Yeah,
We're
no
gonna have to
sunshine.
book it.
Still daytime.
But-
Need to backwalk.
They come in just in time. We might can see Richard on the
wow.
way.
Actually going for the rupees as well. That was, and they've made it with plenty of time. Okay. That was easy.
Calculated.
I think they're farming rupees for a shield, aren't they?
Gotta get your priorities straight.
Yeah, for reference, the one right in the back corner next to the crate has 5, and then the one right next to the door has 5 as well. So if you need 10 rupees, they're 2 pots to crack.
Yeah, we have a 50 skulls for strength today.
Hey, Matt. Yeah, we've already got 1 strength. We've got spirit hard required, and we've got another strength on 50. So we pogging. We potentially are collecting skulls. We're potentially wasting our time collecting skulls. I don't know yet. I will tell you in about an hour's time.
Well, it looks like we have both sides. Majarkin not really going too hard on them. Jack's getting everything along the way as best they can.
Yeah, I think Jax must. Well, they're on more than 11 now. They must be on more than 11 because they've just picked up another one. But
They also don't know about that strength in DC yet.
yeah, they're still strongfless at the moment. Is Richard, so mark it as Path to Twin Rover. So let's see what this is going to crack open. Cozy Shark, thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate it.
Well, it's not that.
So it's Big Pose or the Lens game. And we do not have the Lens of Truth yet. Come on, you've got you have to do what at least attempt the 1 in 32 there. At least have to have one go at it.
Yeah, maybe we'll see big pose on foot here from Jax.
Yeah. This kind of sucks as a thing because if you just get one runner that gets it first try and one runner who just doesn't get it in like 3 goes, it could be brutal.
Yeah, I believe it's a 40% chance that the big pose spawns.
Yeah.
Not the best odds.
No, it's not in logic.
Magic.
Oh, sorry, second.
Was that magic on chickens?
Oh
Okay,
my
so
goodness.
Magic and Lake is not passing.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
So we're missing the hover boots, right? For
Yeah.
Shadow?
Hovers and higher.
That's huge.
But neither runner know where the other magic is, so
Yeah.
Majarkin will know it's not, Magic and Lake.
Hmm. Yeah, so when Majarkin picks up that magic in Lake, they're going to be like, well, it's not that. And currently Jax thinks that's resolved, but they are coming back here to, Jax is very much a considerate of always clear your paths and wafts, so this kind of falls into their line of action. Yeah, they can even get the lab dive one out of logic with the iron boots and the hook shot. This is hook for Majarkin.
Whilst I may not be able to shoot the sun check, they can still check the sun check.
Hmm.
That's true.
No suns to check set the time of day though, so I can't see. Well,
Unless
it's
you
nighttime at the
can-
moment.
Yeah, unless you can probably time it out here.
Yeah, like Jax might have the perfect time to naturally shoot the sun here. And if that is required, then that means we need the long shot.
Right. They don't have their bow yet.
Well, they're not going to do shoot the sun, aren't they?
No. I have a really hard time with that one.
Who suggested that?
This is the thing. Like you put both sets of like runners together, and that's your item pool. Like that's not how this game works, though. Loopy.
Well, we can at least get lab dive out of logic and then top of the lab. Hopefully just see our hovers and get our full shadow kit.
Purple said something interesting. Said something pointing to the hover boots, but what could it even be pointing to? Because we've pretty much got a lot of the nonsense already. So it's really interesting. I mean, it could be another hook. I don't know, like wallets,
Either piece of the Jabu kit.
lens. Yeah, like yeah.
Yeah, imagine this is lens for the hovers in market for
Mm.
logical crossing.
Wow, yes. All right.
Or it's a long shot.
There's the long shot. So now we could check shoot the sun. We could get shoot the sun once we've got the bow.
So there's GTG for you.
Yeah. That is the desert access. That opens up the seed a bit more. Also, free skull here as well. See how many they get to. Oh, that is 12 actually. Yeah, because we don't have horse. So 2 ways to cross the gap in Gerudo Valley. One using the long shot. One is the Epona song to jump over with the horse, which is what you are. I don't know. You expect to do that in the vanilla game? I don't know.
Sorry, say that again?
In the normal game, are you expected to jump the gap using the horse, or was it intended that you could use the long shot?
Pretty sure it is the horse because there's a whole cutscene for it.
Yeah. Jack's going to Ganon's, ready to finish the seed off. Oh no, they're just getting the skull.
Sub 1 hour.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking. Oh, sorry, Velvet.
No, I was just thinking sub 1 hour seed is yeah, it's kind
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, it could just be ZL that you have to cross for.
Oh god, that's disgusting. But yes, it could be.
Yeah, because we do need ZL to beat the seed, and then that would mean Shadow would need to lock
Oh, never mind.
a song.
There's ZL and Crater.
Ah, well. No more thinking required.
Gonna say long shot to cross for ZL to access Bongo, but that's debunked.
Yeah, that would be cool. And then, like, the mirror shield is on, like, Bongo or something like that. Which locks? No, wait. I'm confused now. Yeah, that locks Requiem on Nocturne. But I think we already know what's on Nocturne, isn't it? It's Song of Time.
I don't know, maybe I filled the sheet out wrong. The commands aren't working.
Where's a base spot when we need her?
I guess it'll have to be red bot today.
Red bar, let's go. Wasteland's dead. So, don't need frogs too for that.
Double magic now from Majarkin.
Mm-hmm. So Jax is going to rock out DC here. Still collecting skulls, of course. Wonder whether they'll...
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Chuckles.
No, I was just going to say, I wonder whether they'll do the back end of DC to really push those schools.
Wait, I did not see any of these back of Lake Hens.
Nope.
Oh yeah, I'm sure purple. Like you have the opportunity to do everything. You can get every skull here.
Yeah. And actually, with the long shot, you don't even need to. Well, Jax has Pierre, but even if you didn't have Pierre, you could pick this up.
Yep, no need for the Armos push.
Yeah, Jax is going to have the ability to do Forest after this with the Strength here too, and the bow. So we're going to see a bit of a progression clear from Jax now, doing 2 required dungeons. Here's Jax picking up the skull.
We also have the hammer in the well, which is locking everything here in DC as far as we know. Like, it just kind of depends on where the other copies of Strength and Bow and Bomb Bag are, really.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of deduce at the moment with the information that we've got.
Let's see, are we dipping fire? No, I was going to say no. Right. It's we've only seen the one bomb bag. Like it's just hard to verify.
Imagine this is a move to Forest now for Majarkin with the items that they've got. Yeah, the only thing is that with the hammer lock-in, the strength is that one's on 50.
What even are hitboxes?
Yeah.
Non-existent. That's what they are. I think this is 20 for Jax. Oh, 19.
Yeah, I mean, once this is going to be done, they're actually going to be able to get... I don't know if they've picked up 10 yet, but they're going to be able to pick up 20 definitely after this, which is going to be pretty big.
I do believe we still haven't seen the 30 skull hands.
Jax has it ticked off on his last stream, sorry.
Yeah, I've got a feeling we saw a 30, but...
Oh yeah, they have it marked instead.
Mm-hmm.
Is dead according to Purple.
Jax is going to pick up all their items in DC here. Hit the mother load.
Let's get half of the game in DC.
Yeah. They're probably going to be swearing under their breath a little bit because they had the bomb choose in CAC and decided to go child and maybe thinking, oh, have I kind of messed up this routing a bit by not heading into DC early? But I don't think actually it harms them that much. Especially because Deku didn't have anything.
Right. And even with their Thorough Child 1, like, it still set them up nicely.
Yeah, I honestly don't think the ordering is actually impacted the seed progression, which is why Majarkin and Jax are actually quite close to each other. With they're basically going to reunite in Forest at this rate.
Yeah, I would think with how much progression Jax has, they probably put off Deku for a while.
And Jax has cleared a little bit more of the overworld. They've done Adult Lake. They've got the Iron Boots from Domain, so they've actually done the stuff which had the items.
Again, what even are hitboxes?
No, Link the Goron is a whole nother beast.
He is.
Yeah, that's true. Fast and easy skulls in Deku.
Yeah, if that 50 strength is required, then Majarkin's going to be in real problems here. But there are still a lot of checks in the game that could have the other strength. There's the light arrows. How come Jax hasn't got that yet?
They just haven't been up this way yet.
Oh yeah, they did Goron City as child, didn't they? Yeah.
Exactly, Purple. Ganon's castle is confirmed dead, pretty much.
Oh,
Nice little hammer strat there. Yeah. I don't know. I've got this feeling that the other strength's available. GTG, somewhere like that. I've just got sneaky suspicion.
Yeah, if you're Majarkin, that's exactly what you're hoping for. 'Cause
Yeah.
I believe that the tracker is accurate. They are at about 3 skulls. They are not committing.
It's interesting that Majarkin's actually gone for this. I don't know. I've not really watched them play before, and I don't know if they are a school collector or not in general. But first game of the group, I'd probably myself play it on the safe side. I know Jax is a safe runner in general anyway. I don't know whether Majarkin is a bit of a gambler in their seed routing or play style. But this is a decision to not go for a 50 school strength seed as we get Requiem on SFM.
Alright, and we'll get to see what is Path of Baronade here.
We'll also get confirmation whether or not Majarkin is going for skulls. If they don't pick up these ones.
You've got to pick up these. Like there is, I think you're a there's being aggressive with schools, and then there's just being careless, and not picking up that school is careless.
Oh god.
Oh, okay.
Well, here comes Market Path to Twin Rover. So all right, here we go. So there's a letter on treasure chest game, and the letter unlocks enough schools to get the strength from 50. There we go.
You kind of just read my mind, Chuckles. I was going to say the same thing. letter on chess game. Good old overlap.
Wow, long shot and lens to cross for Epona for Big Poe. Wow. That would be nutty. Yeah, at least Requiem isn't on Requiem. At least we didn't need to cross for Requiem today.
That's 10 and 20 dead. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked we didn't pick up a 20 dead hint actually, because every time it's a 50 siege, you normally get a 20 dead hint as well.
All right, yeah, we do have Requiem.
I had to jump away and saw at my door. What did I miss?
We picked up Requiem from SFM, and that was it. Oh, 10 and 20 were dead. Oh, we picked up a lens in Forest. Did you see the lens in Forest?
Yeah, I saw the lens. I made the
Yeah.
comment.
Okay. Cool. This is a new song here for us, and it's vanilla. Emo Soda, we have the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer here on the Silver Gauntlets today. Hope you're well. Hey, Purple Rupees. Yo, happy 1 hour. We don't have a bot today, so I'm just going to guess who's about. So, my name's Chuckles, and I'm joined by Artificial Red and Velvet on commentary today. Hello.
Hello.
Glad to be here with awesome community.
We have got a Challenge Cup race here in Group L for Lima with Jaxstronomy and Majarkin. So go and see what they are up to. Jax does a lot of nice little races with Ocarina of Time and Pokemon and stuff like that. Maybe you might catch the occasional art stream as well. I don't really know what Majarkin does, if he does anything else other than Ocarina of Time, but their stream does have a webcam with 2 dogs on it at the moment. So go and check that out as well.
If I could
And
post links, I would.
oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, you don't have the rights to do that. And we've also got 2 trackers with us today. We've got Vava and we've got Shy working with us today, who are doing the tracking. So thanks very much for that. And restreaming is Hell Knight.
Just Hell Knight.
Just Hell Knight. Yeah, Hell Knight gets their own command.
Going back to shouting out with Majarkin, they used to do a bit of like battle royale games, but they've stopped doing that to focus more on Zuta.
Ah, that's interesting.
Vastly different categories, that's for sure.
Hang on, email. I'll see if I can copy my comment from earlier with all the paths on. No bot today.
We got red bot today. Ooh, gold scale.
Did we get anything on Lab Dive?
No, we didn't.
No, that's useless to us.
That's yeah.
Oh wait, no, Tech Type Grotto. Could be Tech Type Grotto. No wait, Iron Boots. Yeah.
Yeah, and if
dead.
Majarkin ever wanted to go into Water Temple, they don't need the iron boots anymore. Oh dear, Jax. This is going to be difficult to see, but there is nothing there. We've already seen it. Yeah, emo. We actually said when Jax did Richard that we discussed about just popping in there, having a go or two at the treasure chest game.
Yeah, one try doesn't hurt, right?
Yeah, I like one try. There was a seed ages ago now which had a hinted Kakiri sword, required Kakiri sword on the treasure chest game. And it's just like, do you just like keep doing the treasure chest game until you get the Kakiri sword, or do you just follow the logic in the seed and pick up the Kakiri sword? Yeah, exactly. Like Emo said, like you could just easily dump 20 minutes on doing something which you're just gonna walk into potentially. Because like we say 1 in 32, but that doesn't mean you're going to get it on the 32nd try. It might take 100 tries to get it.
Oh, it seems we missed getting Sunsong and Composer Crave amidst the happy 1 hour.
Nah, we saw it. I said it was vanilla.
I'm just not paying attention. Forgive me.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
But yeah, it looks like it's almost time for everyone's favorite. Double Forest.
Love a double forest. I'm really excited to see what both of these get on the green block push timer. Which is what we really want.
We're predicting 40, 41.
I've never seen a 42 before. So,
Yeah, I think my best is 41. But...
yeah. Oh, another big chest here in Forest.
Wake up. It's a
Oh.
ladder.
Yeah, well, there we go. That's the path fulfilled. So, unfortunately, our mock-up of lens for treasure chest game for schools doesn't work out. We've just picked up the letter there, and that easily now puts it into the 50 school region. So, the strength is not path to PG.
Although it's still nice to have that lens because of our market
Oh,
path
but
is
that's
build.
strength lock, that isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it was also on the bow chest. I haven't been paying attention to keys. But yeah, never mind. It has to be.
Yeah, good point, Purple. Good point.
Well, the remaining song locations are Ice and Requiem, aren't they?
We'll know as soon as somebody checks Requiem.
Yeah, they're the only two that we don't know, and we've got Requiem, so Longshot won't be required for that. Yeah, I wonder what both of these runners are going to be doing after this. So they're both going to pick up a letter, but they don't have the rank to do Jabu yet. They could do some of Shadow, but only the first two because they don't have the hover boots.
Let's see. Majarkin knows the magic in Lake wasn't path item, so we could see him go back to try
Yeah.
to fulfill that.
So Majarkin still needs the long from Thingy Lobby.
Jax might chase that long shot after checking Requiem, but at that point you just reverse.
Yeah, so there might be GTG on the mind of Jax coming up. There's also kind of Child Spirit. Might want to work towards. Don't have Prelude though, so age changing could be a bit of a handful, but we do have Serenade.
You know, that's right, because Jax does not know about the other magic on chicken, so they could just be assuming the magic is fast.
Yeah, they probably don't have a clue that the long shot has anything to do with this path at the moment, so...
And at this point, when do they do chickens?
Well, yeah, they've already done bottom of the well, so...
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever see a chickens check from Jax, and Jax will just end up confused, potentially. Well, actually, just not even confused, because they won't even... They'll just be like, yeah, magic, done. But in terms of what Jax can do after this, like, GTG just in general is a great option. Like, it's dense, it's in logic with what we know. I think you might want to avoid handing in the letter and go into ice until you've got the boomerang. So I definitely see GTG in Jax's future.
Yeah, shoot the suns on the table now.
Yeah, they could just clear up that. Yeah, with the suns as well.
GTG doesn't have any skulls, but there's 5 on the way.
Yeah, and with suns, that makes that really easy to get as well. There's another big chest. We've had quite a few big chests in Forest. Oh, there's the Rang!
Wow.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Just have the whole kit. That's fine.
Yeah, the Jabu kit is just chilling here, so that's an easy next step now. We're sort of thinking what everyone's going to do after this, but that's easy. You're going to go and do Jabu after this.
So why is Forest Path the Baronade? Yes.
Yes. And also, the Lens game has a emotional support fish to give to Jabu as well, so it's a triple path. Because that's how that works. Yeah, never seen so many things in Forest. Imagine Progression Forest actually having items.
Yeah, it seems that way, Angel.
Yeah, we've done pretty well with collecting items today. Don't need to worry about AD. Yo, Tobias, Forest has actually been fun today. We found 4 items in Forest. 2 of which are required for dungeons, so...
Yeah, you know, Forest just casually having the entire Jabu kit.
Yeah, well, DC and
deal.
Forest has basically had the entire game today, so... Yeah, we're pretty much in no-ish mode if we consider that the path hints are going to take us to the remaining items. The only thing is that includes a 50 skull strength, which, as we see, Jax is on 27 and Majarkin is 20 behind with just 7. So they must be feeling pretty nervy now, because you're getting in a position where actually you could be in it go if you had all the schools. And you're not going to be able to get to 50 schools just by doing dungeons now. Jax is actually in a position where they could continue just doing their progression dungeons. You know, they're going to be able to do Jabu now. Well, going up, doing Jabu, doing Fountain, that's another 6 schools easy there. They're not going to be too concerned.
That's exactly what I was just thinking about, Purples. Yeah, the hook in the well could be passed, but yeah, it doesn't lock the one in the lake.
Isn't the scale? bomb locked still? Well, yeah.
Because with the hammer, you can just pick up bombs with strength.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, yeah. I think with how the path hints work now, if there's only one item on the path hint, it can't be taken up. It has to be selected for that path hint. With the new change to the hints. Yeah, because it selects the I know it used to select the path and then the item, but now it selects the item, not the path, or the other way around. I can't remember which way it got changed to, but if there's only one item on a path, then that cannot be taken up by another path.
Very. I'm learning so much already.
All right, Jack's getting ready to pick up the first piece of the Jabu pie.
Mm-hmm. Jarkin's starting to clear up the path lake at the moment because they've not actually got anything from here yet.
Well, for the hammer to be passed, it would have to lock all of their bombs to, you know, get that bow or any other bow.
Oh, we've still only seen one bow bag, one bomb, right?
Yeah, one bow bag, one bomb bag.
Yeah.
Everything comes in bags now, does it?
Yeah. Sling bag. Scale bag.
The hook bag sounds great.
Hook bag. Tunic bag. Frog bag.
Oh,
I wish I had a bag of frogs.
iron bags can be difficult though.
Yeah, that would be heavy. You have to be a dwarf to carry that.
I think both our runners are hoping to see a hover bag soon.
Or just pretend they're playing on GZ and just float everywhere.
There you go. All right, Majarkin, so what's next for you?
Yeah, they've just picked up the long. So now their head is thinking, why is that not the hover boots? But Majarkin doesn't have sons. Let's see if they are going to be patient for shoot the sun here.
Looks like it. Wanting to be absolutely clear and sure about that long shot before they go.
Yeah, they did composers, yeah.
Oh, they've done Composer's Grave? Okay, I was just looking at the tracker, sorry. Oh.
there it covers.
Hello.
Well, it all kind of adds up now, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Well, that part of it, anyway.
we were just way overthinking it.
Hmm. Yeah, nothing to do with crossing or anything like that. It's just chilling there. Yeah, the other part of the story that we're still deciphering is the bottom of the well way of the hero, which I'll leave chat to do that. I'm not going to get involved.
Yeah.
Complex logic, not my forte.
And yep, straight to Shadow for Majarkin.
Flash saying, "Why does the sun have an item?" How would the arrow reach the sun?
So that's the closest point to the sun in the game, so it just all the fire just goes into it. That's why the lake's dried up.
Yeah, the sun's too close.
I'll take that.
Oh, long shot is required to get those hovers.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's path for it's double path. The lake is double path.
Path to itself.
But not for the magic.
Right.
If Majarkin gets lucky and finds his second strength here in Shadow, could we possibly see like a 2-hour seed here?
This is really jetty. I mean, sub 2, we've still got to beat all the Jabu, we've still got to climb and beat Ganon, and we've still got to do all the Shadow, so I don't think we're going to see those kind of times, but if we are able to easily pick up the Mirror Shield on Big Pose or whatever, or the mini game, the chess game.
Yeah, now
This
it's
is definitely going to be
down to pretty much just coming down to who gets the strength 2 first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Majarkin's just going to be praying there's going to be one here. I just feel like there is going to be one available. I think, I don't know, there's a lot of the game still left to be found. We've got access to a lot of areas. I just feel like there's another strength somewhere.
Yes, Flash. There's one strength on 50 skulls, but we don't know where the third one is.
Tell you what, there is another strength available, and it's going to be in Deep Fire.
Would be a fitting end for the seed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, Majarkin, you can collect 0 schools this seed. That's fine, but you've got to go to Deep Fire. Would you take that? Would you take it?
I don't know. That's a pretty tough choice.
I mean, of course, you don't know that it's in Deep Fire. You just know that you don't need to collect 50 schools.
I mean, we haven't seen a big Goron hint.
So choose collecting 50 or just casino for the other, knowing it's available.
Yeah.
And it's not on Pierre, so that's one check out of 5 chuckles.
Yeah, screw Pierre, who cares? Oh, here's the strength. Easy game for Majarkin. Alright, okay, I lied.
Strong stone. Yeah.
I admire your confidence.
No, you need the Stone of Agony to find Strength 2 in a grotto. That's what it is.
Yes, that's it. That's it. If that was a strength, chat was about to go, oh my god, comms are ahead. Comms are ahead. It's like, no, I'm just being a troll. Sorry.
All right, this might be lens gain for Jax. It's already night. It's perfect.
Yeah, yes. Get your thingy bobblies in chat. Your guesses.
So is this just going to be Mirror Shield?
If it is, we're done, basically.
Yeah. What a interesting seed.
Yeah. Majarkin running out of arrows.
Don't worry, there's 30 arrows in this left chest here.
But they're not going to open it.
Oh, you've got to open the small chest when you've got 0 arrows. Oh, there's a skull. Jacking on 8. No, not opening it. That's the first skull in about 20 minutes. Right, left, right, left.
And there's our cutoff. Oh, I'm out.
Okay, I'm out.
Left, we got Tushi.
Any all lefters?
Tushi and Purple. And Jenny.
Yeah, we got 2 all lefts. Left, right.
That's everybody out.
Yeah.
Everybody sucks.
No winners this time on Takeshi's Castle.
Alright, Craig Charles.
Hey. I'm glad you know that reference.
Oh! Big chest, don't roll past it!
Jack's just building up suspense.
Oh, it's just the mirror shields here.
Victory dance around the chest.
Oh my god. This is...
Well, happy go mode, chat? At least
Except for convoluted path to Phantom Ganon logic, this seed was a bit of a bore. It was this. Have you ever seen a seed where there's 0 casino? That's never happened.
It doesn't exist. I don't believe it.
Yeah, 0 casino.
Casino? What do you mean? Just rush 2 dungeons for all the items.
Yeah. And just do the paths. Do the paths. Do the progression. What items did we actually find in, like, stupid locations? Was it anything in a non-path, non-progression location?
Magic on chickens.
Yeah.
Magic on chickens.
That's
with
about
the
it.
with the lake path to Bongo having the other magic. That doesn't count.
Yeah, everything else is sort of in waffy locations.
Yeah, we might just see Jax collecting 20 schools for a bit.
Yeah, second strength.
Yep.
That's the only out of logic one we've got. Not out of logic. Out
Yeah,
of
Jax is committed to 50. They just have to come back to shoot the sun at some point. And Majarkin has to get bailed out by a 3rd strength.
I honestly think Jax will come back for Shoot the Sun. They're very much, I'm going to clear my wasps before I start doing other stuff. So I've got a strong suspicion Jax is coming back for that.
Right. Especially if Jax goes adult, then warps to Lake to go to GTG and does that check on the way.
Yeah, and Purple says there's a skull in Adult Lake. There's a school right there too. That's very easily accessible. You've got Serenade. They're doing it.
Point.
Oh, yeah,
Get the
definitely.
skull, play suns.
The big thing is that Majarkin needs 42 schools.
Yeah, it is 42. Damn.
But yeah, Jack's heading to take care of some progression, get some more skills on the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if Majarkin just runs into a strength, then Majarkin's basically a whole shadow in front.
Nice place for that copy of the hint. King Zora hint and Fountain, classic.
Yeah, Jax could also do Deku for the schools as well.
Yeah, they might do actually.
Yeah, because you're hoping to also walk into the second strength by doing that as well. I guess the other thing would be, unless they've got a progression dungeon to do, they're going to have... Well, they don't have Shadow to do until they get the Hovers. Child Spirit. They're probably going to do Child Spirit first, potentially.
May as well, just to see if you're locked or not.
Yeah, you could pick up, what,
Three.
three schools there too. Yeah. I guess not even getting the school by the boat. Yeah.
Yeah, too late to hard commit to it now, I think.
Imagine for Majarkin, the second strength was on 20 schools. Or the third strength or whatever. And it's like, if they just started to go for it, they would have picked it up. Yeah, Majarkin's tracker does have only hookshot labeled.
Yeah, I don't see any reason Jax does chickens. They've already done the well. They've already gotten their night skulls. I'd see them do shoot the sun before chickens.
Yeah, chickens is one of those things where you commit before the seed to do it or not. You don't just decide midway through to do chickens.
Honestly, now it is just you do chickens. Like you don't even there's even a not do or do chickens now because it's only 4. The problem for Jax was that it was nighttime, and you're never going to change. Well, Jax couldn't even change the time of day. They didn't have suns, and it was the start of nighttime. That was the main problem.
But in terms of routing, when do you find yourself going back to daytime CAC?
Oh, you never do it. Yeah, you leave
Not,
it.
not for one check.
That's it. It's gone. it's it's not just a chickens thing. That's just a same if it was a target in the woods, or same if it was. Oh, there's a big chest there.
If this is strength, that would be a little bad for Jax.
Is it strength?
Oh.
It's FW.
All that time saving now.
Yeah, literally no reason to use that.
Yeah, exactly, Matt. And plus, it was pointed out that you can just, even if you're just going there for the skull and like you're gonna do shoot the sun at the same time.
Yeah, he's standing right by it. But you're right. They might do Deku first. I think it's likely that Jax does Child Spirit and Deku first, actually.
And yeah, surprise, surprise, Shadow having a whole lot of nothing.
No, it's actually fun that Majarkin was able to do Shadow not in go mode. Like that's actually when Shadow is fun. When you're still looking for items. When it's just go mode, it's boring.
Nice one cycle by Majarkin.
And Bongo playing his last beat.
Don't you have like a beautiful emote? There it is.
Yes, yes.
I sub to you at the moment? No. Imagine not being subbed to Artificial Red.
Long gone. Yes.
I once made a meme about Bongo on a Challenge Cup restream that Matt wouldn't be impressed with if I said. So we won't go there.
Oh, then why tease us? God.
Matt, just mute real quick. It's fine.
Is it sort of along the lines of Gibuno and Gibdos?
What?
You haven't heard the Gibuno one?
No.
Destar, where are you? Destar, come out.
Summoning Dastar for a pun.
I saw Destar earlier. I know they're here.
All right, Child from Majarkin. Probably just going to be going straight to their Mirror Shield into Jabu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Simmer. So this is Ocarina of Time Randomizer. So for anybody who is a first timer here or watching these for the first time, this is the 1998 game that we love and adore. Except for we've randomized all the item placements. So instead of finding the hook shot in the Dampe grave, the hook shot today, well, there was one on the top of the lab and things like that. So the aim of the game is to get 6 medallions, which you can see on the tracker, to go into Ganon's castle and to beat Ganondorf. And we get a lot of hints on the way. There's logic built in. So we basically have a lot of fun each time trying to make a picture of the seed, collect all the items, and defeat Ganondorf. It's not like a vanilla speedrun where it's the same route and they're racing it. It's a different seed each time. They're both playing the same seed.
Yep, actually, every single experience is a different layout. So
Absolutely.
replayability is just off the charts.
Yeah, so it's kind of roguelike-y in that way, really. But you have come at a perfect time to start watching. We are at the start of, well, we've coming into the bracket group phase of our main season. We have a season every year. This is the Challenge Cup for runners who are seeded 65th to 128th. All runners are placed into groups of 4, so there are 16 groups if I've done my maths correctly.
You be correct.
And this is the first week of tournament of group games. Everybody plays each other's once, and the top 2 in each group go through into a single elimination bracket phase afterwards. So 64 goes down to 32. The semi-finals and the final are best of 3. And if you're interested in even more content, the runners who are seeded 1st to 64th are being hosted in a separate tournament over on Zelda Speedruns.
Yes, Sadie, we have a very straightforward jet seed, with the only hangup being, do you get strength on 50 or not?
And currently you get strength on 50.
Yes, unless you're Majarkin, you're hoping for it to not be required.
Yeah, and we've now seen all of Shadow, and we've seen pretty much all of Jabu. So we've seen our progression dungeons now outside of Spirit. So we are getting into that point of being like, there's not a lot of options left for Majarkin just to walk into the strength. They're going to have to go looking for it in places. And of course, we may find that the third strength in the seed is locked by strength 2.
But yeah, that's what it comes down to. As Purple is pointing out, Jax has to go shoot the sun for hovers, and Majarkin would have to be bailed out by another strength. It's going to come down to who does what first. Nice Baronade.
Sadie saying needs more Wasteland. But we did have Frogs 2 being hinted the fire arrows. So that could have been fun, but unfortunately we also got a hint that the Wasteland was dead.
Yeah, we haven't really been over that side of the world at all, have we?
No, we've not. No,
Haven't even done Valley.
not seen not seen any of the desert.
Yeah, Lake is path. They could also go back for one skull and shoot the sun then.
Yeah, Lake is path, but Jax currently thinks that the Lake path is for magic because they've only got the one of the Sphere 0 magics, the other Sphere 0 magic being on chickens. And clearly Majarkin has both of them. Yeah, we'll see if Jax does Child Spirit after this. Turn it tonight to pick up some schools.
Yeah, even if you're just chasing Longshot, there's only so many locations behind Longshot, so eventually you end up at Shoot the Sun.
Yeah, hashtag full clear your waffs. Like I said at the a minute ago, we get some hints to point us in the right direction of where all the items are. We call these path hints, also previously known as, well, say previously known, there's another option of hints called Way of the Hero hints that we shorten to WAF. It basically means that the location that is noted in the hint has an item that is logically required to beat the game. If you took that item out, you wouldn't be able to logically beat the game. Jax on 37, Majarkin on 8. Schools.
So what's the betting we find a vanilla strength 2 here?
the logic for a vanilla strength 2 is actually really, really difficult. Because you basically have to have 3 small keys accessible on child only checks. Or in child checks. To be able to logically have a strength 2.
Anyone just coming in, here's our patents.
Good old red bot.
I was about to say, what the hell's a 4 bar? And I was like, oh, Forest Baronage.
4 bar. Yeah, so here's Child Spirit. This is what we thought. I mean, you may find small keys here. This might be progression. Well, this is kind of progression, so this is completely reasonable to be in here. There's also a few schools to pick up. And here's our opponents, which we kind of assumed at this rate. Could have been Prelude. I think Majarkin after this probably heads into GTG as the most dense location.
Yeah, given what they know, that's a good play to make.
Ten skulls. 20% of the way there.
I think if there's a strength in GTG, I'm trying to think of if there's a strength available, how long does Majarkin have? There's a big chest here. How long does Majarkin have to find a strength? Because I think they've got until Jack's complete shadow, really. So maybe they've got 15, 20 minutes to pick up a strength.
5 skulls in each dungeon here, plus 2 on the way, yeah.
Yeah, plus the time it takes to collect the rest of the rest of the schools following that. So, right, is this a strength? Remember that we're missing bombs, we're missing bows, we're missing slingshots, we're missing wallets.
Well, we know where one wallet is.
We know where one wallet is. It's on Pierre. Majarkin's heart is beating faster and faster as they see a big chest. They open it in preparation for Broadswind.
Every big chest is disappointment at this point.
Yeah. They found a stone of agony for Broadswind in big chest. Is this big chest hammerlocked? I don't know. That's a wallet.
Well, there's your first wallet with the other wallet on Pierre. Well, no, we saw a Hot Topic shirt, though. The Goron tunic. I don't think we'll be seeing anything in fire. Unless Chuckles is right about strength being D-fire.
Yeah. The only places that the strength can't be is Ganon's, OGC. No, it can't be. It can't be an OGC. Strength 2 locked in G2G and Spirit, right? So a fair handful of locations, but you know, it's pretty much everything that it's pretty much like the minimum. Like he's got maximum amount of checks that he could do to find the strength 3, if you get what I mean.
Jack's just 10 away.
Did Jax accidentally jump down, even though they had the boomerang there?
Quite possibly, yes.
We'll say it was an accident.
Yeah, muscle memory. Yo, nice throw with that boomerang. That could be tricky to aim. Okay, we found 2 keys thus far. I don't think the key logic is going to be important. With a Lizzie on your neck, yeah.
God, that's such a perfect name.
Clever getting flame storage down here as well. I've never thought to do that.
Did we peek at the Silver's hand?
Jack's
Potentially.
gear. I don't
didn't-
remember what it was though.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I was distracted by something shiny.
Yeah. Yeah, you could go for that. You know, main lobby skull with the boomerang.
Yeah, you need to have the sling and boomerang, and even then it's quite tricky, isn't it? It's not. You have to stand on the hand, don't you, and throw it.
If Jack's peeked and didn't see anything, then it's not a big chest.
But there's a skull here that Jax is running away from.
Yep. Maybe they have plenty of skulls routed out.
Yeah, it's kind of an easy school to get. Because you're out of progression schools. So now you... Well, no, you got Shadow to do, haven't you?
Yeah,
Oh no, Jax doesn't have the hover boots yet.
Right.
I was just thinking I think they could go and do... I wonder if they're going to do Deku now. That's kind of one of the questions we had. This is a safe
The
quit.
other, get the other soil skulls here. That's 2 plus what? 4 in Deku, 6. Maybe trying to get all 50 as child here.
Mm.
Hope they save the last one for Lake.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things with schools that the adult schools can be a lot more difficult to pick up than the child schools sometimes. But you do have Hook and you do have Sons. Jax could have gone to Ice for schools.
Yeah, true. But that requires an age change.
Lots of checks. Fountain checks, ice checks, potentially walk into that other one. Could be an option for Majarkin actually as well.
Yeah, if Jax knew where hovers were, then they could just go into Shadow with 45. And
Yeah, pick up 5 there, yeah. Jax
We're seeing
doing...
Dancing Dad, so we're just
Yeah, this is
annoying for
child
Hover.
currency. Yeah, Jax is after both the strength potentially and the hovers. Even though once you get into the 40 range, you kind of don't want to see that strength anymore.
Exactly.
Oh, there's a Zoroark in it.
I'm kind of surprised that they're going for this, because as Chuck was saying earlier, like they're usually known for full clearing the path areas just to be sure.
Oh,
Here's bottle.
bottle?
percent.
I was going to say, was that Ruto's letter? But 1, we've already got it. Oh, I was going to say 2, it's not sideways, but that's not in this at the moment. Have you seen the new sideways Ruto's letter?
Yeah, I accidentally rolled a seed on the dev build, and one of the first songs I got was upside down. I was like, what the? Is it broken? What?
This is so dumb. Like, but fine, whatever. It's not going to hurt anybody.
Not only is it upside down, it's also 3D. Like a different
Yeah,
model.
supporting the Deku economy, buying some nuts.
Yeah, that is accidentally buying nuts there. All right, Majarkin's done with Fountain. Let's see what their next option is. They've already done Deku, so that is off their plate. GTG is going to be an option. Ice potentially an option. But they are running out of places where they can find a strength 2 and running out of time as Jax moves closer and closer to 50 schools for the strength on 50. Yeah, we're saying like the paths and stuff, but for Jax, it's already resolved the lake path. So, yeah, clear your wafts, but you're not eager to go and get like, yeah, you'll do it eventually, but there's no desire to rush it. Yeah, good question from Simmer. We're kind of using stuff that we say a lot. So there are in the vanilla game, you're probably aware there are there's three kind of strength items. There's the Goron bracelet, there's the silver gauntlets, and there's the golden gauntlets. And normally once you collect one in the early child phase of the game, the second one kind of mid adult phase, and the gold gauntlets in the end game of the normal game. But in Ocarina of Time Randomizer, independent of which strength you pick up first, that will always be the Goron bracelet, and then the second strength will upgrade it to the silver gauntlets, and the third strength you get will pick up to the gold gauntlets. So they're called progressive strength items, and they are the Goron bracelet, the silver gauntlets, and the golden gauntlets. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. Another one that you'll probably hear a lot, Simmer, if you continue watching, is we refer to AD quite a lot. AD refers to all dungeons. And because the Ocarina of Time item, well, the Ocarina of Time song, so all the songs are randomized within all the different songs. Sometimes that Ocarina of Time song that requires all 3 stones is hard required to beat the game. So when we refer to all dungeons, it means you also need to do the 3 stones to beat the game, which you wouldn't normally have to do. Yeah, hook shots work like that as well. Scales work like that. So anything that kind of ups itself, it doesn't matter which one you find first. That will be the first one. The lowest kind of scale will be the first one you collect, and then the next one. I mean, bomb bags also, it goes in 20, 30, 40. Bows, 30, 40, 50. Sticks, nuts, those kind of things as well. See, we're good at this, but fortunately for me, I've been playing this for almost 2 years now. So that's how you get going. I actually said this in a Discord earlier this week, but when I first started watching Ocarina of Time Randomizer on Twitch, it was also the first time me being on Twitch. So I didn't know the difference between what was AD and what a Keck W was. So I was really struggling when I first started watching.
I mean, Keck W and AD are pretty much the same thing, aren't they?
yeah,
Depends
exactly.
who you ask.
Yeah, Matt is right. This game is basically like gambling and is highly addictive. Especially when this is, for me, this was my favorite game of all time growing up. Actually, no, that's a lie. My favorite N64 game was Star Fox 64, also known as Lilac Wars in the UK. Yeah, exactly, Simmer. It's just like discovering this all over again.
Hack W.
Star Fox 64 is so good. Nine saying, is this GG's? I think... So, Majarkin has the whole of Shadow completed. So, I think Majarkin has the length of time Jax has to complete Shadow to find a strength somewhere. And if Majarkin finds that strength, they're in this. And, you know, depending about whereabouts Jax is in Shadow, could be winning this. But I think as soon as Jax has finished Shadow, has got those 50 schools, it's going to be curtains.
Judging by Majarkin's gameplay right now, they're just pure rushing skulls, just going from one to the other to the other.
Wow, you know what? And I didn't even notice this. We were discussing about the game, and they're actually on in what 10 minutes. They've gone into 20 odd schools. So they're just they're rushing that school density, and I actually don't really like this. You've played the game not collecting schools. You have to go with what you've done and just go to places like GTG to find where the last strength is. You've made your bed by not collecting the easy schools, so this is, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's throwing, but
Well, unless they've gambled on Jax also not collecting skulls, and now
and this is also when that meta comes in, because if you know Jax, you know they're not skipping. Jax is a safe runner, and as soon as Jax saw that 50 hint, the first thing they thought about was collecting 50 schools.
oh yeah, 2 hours.
Yeah, so 2 hours in, we haven't got a bot for commands, so we've got Jax and Majarkin running. Like I said before, Jax runs this, but also runs things like Pokemon as well. So Pokemon item randomizer. So go and watch that. Majarkin's got dogs on their stream. Go and watch that. Go and follow them. And then in the booth today, you got me and Red and Velvet chatting nonsense. So that's cool. And tracking, you have Shy, and you have Veva. Yes,
Veva, I can never figure out how to pronounce their name. Like Veva, Viva.
yeah.
And of course-
Honestly, yeah, I think it's Veva.
And of
I'm
course,
actually
our
surprised
restream.
about how quickly like Majarkin's picking up schools, but they are picking up the quick schools. Well, I say the quick schools, but are they going to go and run through the dungeons again and pick up all the schools that they've missed off? Like,
Oh, definitely not. No, no, no.
yeah. So then it becomes more difficult to know which schools you're going to pick. And
I mean, they picked up a couple in Forest, 1 or 2 in DC. It's Veva. Ah, thank you.
And we can't forget to thank Chuckles501 here for joining us on comms. If you want to watch some top 64 action, he would be one to go check out.
oh goodness no.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you two are both runners, aren't you?
Yeah, somebody has won a game in their group already in the Challenge Cup.
Really?
I don't know who that is.
So let's see. Jax is getting their last few skulls, getting ready to pick up strength.
Oh, they're going to get the this one in field and then going to get the CAC one.
Yeah, so putting off Lake for a little bit longer, unfortunately.
Yeah. They were too efficient in their child school collecting.
At this point, it might just be dead set that Magic is Path to Pongo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hovers
Dang
on
it.
street this time.
Yeah, this might give Majarkin even more time.
Yes, Rogue. Hovers are on Shoot the Sun.
Well, it looks as though now that Majarkin's now decided that they're going to collect the schools. So Majarkin was committed to looking for another strength, but now they're bum rushing the schools.
Yeah, they've gone from about 10 to 30 in the last few minutes.
Another big chest for Majarkin. They're going to be Really hoping that that is going to be the other strength, but we know that it's not.
Yep, more unfortunate. That's the only thing waiting for him right now. Or more disappointment,
Okay,
I
so
should say.
50 collected. Jax is going to head into Spirit now and hope that the hovers are in here.
Yep, I was gonna say you're gonna full clear spirit.
This is I wonder. So Jax is going to do everything in here, whereas Majarkin will be able to just find the boss key. So the deeper the boss key is, the better for Jax. An early boss key is not going to be nice. Yeah, we've seen none of fire. Yeah. Fire is not
Fire
real.
is real.
So where is Majarkin going to find another 20 skulls? I think they're going to have to head to a location that they've not been to yet. This is why I think ice might be quite a good play, because there are schools there at the same time. So you're kind
Yeah.
of doing both school collecting in a nicely nice school region, and
If
also do checks.
yeah, they've unfortunately skipped a lot of their progression skulls.
Mm-hmm. Jack's having a problem with this jump slash. Maybe it's having the BGS, which I think is the problem.
Yeah, timing's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, summon trail. How long do we know about the 50 strength? About 15 seconds into the siege, because it was at the Temple of Time.
Yeah, you know right away.
Yeah, I am impressed with the speed that Majarkin is collecting these, so maybe I was a bit harsh on my comment before, but I still... I think I probably would have done density rather than collecting the schools. Yeah, we said it right at the start of the seed. we discussed about it, like whether you do it or not, and when it's spirit required, I think you just have to be like, okay, I've got to work towards it.
True, but if they did just luck into a strength, they'd have saved all the time collecting skulls, which Jack must have invested.
Yeah, because you got to think every time you collect a skull, you've got to kill the sculpture, wait for it to die, pick up the sculpture token, and then get the text box as well.
And do that
What?
50 times.
Yeah, and how long's that process? That process is...
About 3 to 4 seconds each time. Something like that.
I think longer than that. I think you're in the text box for at least 2 seconds.
Yeah, sorry, Angel. No love for the lobby skull.
Six seconds of school. Yeah, the Dev branch, Roman's branch does have quick school collection.
Taking the time to aim into account, please. We all have perfect aim.
Yeah. Okay, Majarkin does collect the skull here that Jax didn't before.
think more of a time investment issue, because to push the block and then go through the door, just
I don't think we've seen the boss key yet, right?
Nope.
So this is good for Jax. Having to go through the checks in fire in spirit just for the BK.
Yep, prolongs Majarkin just a little bit. You know, I can't quite remember if there was a key in the bag of shadow or not.
Okay, here's the BK. So you gotta come round here, so Jax isn't going to lose much time in doing spirit. The thing is, with BK as an abbreviation in this community, is that it means 3 things. We need other abbreviations. Burning Cack, Boss Key, and BK mode in multi-world.
Oh yeah, I was like, what's the third? BK mode.
like, what was the second?
And now it stands for Bonky Kong. I would say the next thing Jax does after this is goes back to Lake. That is my prediction.
I mean, for their sake, hopefully so, yes.
I think from their perspective, it's the only location that hasn't been full cleared in terms of path areas. Or at least they don't have a hard confirmation.
Yeah, because I think even if you think that the magic is the path item, you know, you've got a hint that is somewhere is path to Bongo that you can get to with a warp song straight away. Yeah. I made my bed with the DC a long time ago, with DC being Dodonga's Cavern and Colossus, or Col, being my short form for Colossus.
COL. You can't really mistake that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Tophar's right there. Lake Valley Fortress sounds like a good, safe bet. Could have reversed, but yeah, Wasteland's dead. Yeah, Majarkin really going for these child schools, which I actually think is the best thing to do, because the adult schools, like I said before, are in wonky locations outside of dungeons.
Yeah.
The vast majority of the adult schools are in dungeons.
So when's the Desert Colossus?
Desert Colossus, yummy.
Strength on Twin Rova would just be heartbreaking.
Yeah, we haven't seen it yet. We've done all of the Strength 2 stuff in Spirit and not seen it. Oh, that was well done by Jax there to hit the Fire Witch with the hook in that position and not turn on the Ice Witch.
I'm sorry, what?
Nice.
So talk about hitboxes. Sometimes these are just questionable.
Oh, arseholes, yeah.
Oh yeah, true. Sometimes I forget a Colossus has 2 L's or 2 S's.
Yeah. And Rando makes you good at spelling things. Yeah, Tobias, I think as soon as this is done, they're going to head to Lake. And honestly, like, they've been doing progression. It's not like they've skipped, they've been doing other stuff. I mean, they've been collecting schools, yeah, but at the moment it looks like the schools were required.
Darkin's at what, 37? It's
Yeah,
not too much longer to get 50 from here.
I think you've got to go adult. And we were saying, Tobias, that the BK's in deep spirit, so there's almost a zero go mode spirit. Yeah, and yeah, it's just that ZL lock check. Going down river. It's like we said before, like Engel noticed that they missed some of the Deku ones as well.
Oh. No.
Is that it?
No.
Oh
God.
my. There it is. There it is.
Hard required 50.
Yeah. There it is. 50's hard required. Wow. It's just in Twin Rover. Happens way too much.
And this isn't GG's for Jax yet though.
Let's see if they play Serenade out of here, as I predict. No! That's Nocturne. Oh, they're
It's
going
on
to do the
50.
first two in Shadow. Okay. And collect at 50. Yeah, Jack's got the last strength for gold gauntlets, which is silver gauntlets locked, so it's strength 2 locked. So that means you need to collect 50 schools to pick up the 50 schools is hard required to beat the seed. Oh, Jack's using the lens here, poggers. I appreciate it.
It's the only way to do it without hovers, isn't it? Without getting lucky.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Jax will play Serenade out of here. But I keep saying this. I keep saying that Jax will do late next. Jax will do late next. Jax will do late next. Jax has not done late next.
I mean, they could just be determined that magic is the path item. They're never going to know that chickens has magic.
When was the last time Majarkin did a check?
It's been a while.
An ago.
But like, they don't need to do any other checks because they know where their go mode is.
Yeah. Oh, Majarkin didn't even pick up that skill. Jax is still doing progression though. This is going to be close.
Providing Jax goes to Lake Hylia.
Providing Jax goes to Lake. Right, what's Jax doing here?
Come on, Jax, what is it?
That's
Oh, man.
Nocturne again.
Yeah, Majarkin heading back adult to get the last 9.
No, it ain't too bad. Like, you could go Valley. You could Valley Fortress. Colossus. 2, 4, 6. That's 47. 2 in Rivers, 49.
Sort of time. Why?
Maybe they're just picking it up before they head to GTG.
I mean, that's not a bad shout, yeah. Well, bad.
Bomb back on Lax.
Bomb back on Lax, right? There's a save quit. That's going to take them to Prelude.
They're doing strength 3 checks, maybe?
Mm.
I guess going for the skull on trail. And then getting the one on top of DC after.
They are doing OGC.
Okay, I've been impressed with Majarkin's skull collecting.
Oh yeah. Majarkin did skip every skull in DC.
Mm-hmm. I will eat my hat if I owned a hat.
Wait, get this man a hat.
Got a spare beanie you can have.
It's also making me question, like, ever picking up 50 skulls. Oh, this is a
Oh, no.
backward.
Yeah, this is reverse.
Yeah. As a good person once told me, is that you always do the longer direction that has checks rather than taking the shorter direction. And Jax has taken the shorter direction route. I'm just surprised that they haven't gone back to Lake. It's resolved for them. It's still Path of Bongo.
So with the path items they've got, which is magic, you check everything magic first. And if it's nothing there, then you go back, right?
Yeah. Mm.
It's not even the best way to do it because magic could just straight up be for Bongo because you have it.
Yeah, because it can just be in shadow.
So Jax may think that they're in casino mode for hovers then.
Right.
The second magic's on chickens, Tobias.
Oh, sorry, and long shot. So technically GTG is a play.
But it shouldn't be because they've got opponents. So
Yeah, Polynus
long
was
shot
on
doesn't
Requiem.
block crossing. So not only is Lake path to Bongo, the long shot is also pointing towards Shoot the Sun. This is potentially gonna hurt.
No, it's really not. Because 100% of the time, you absolutely have to have magic to access Bongo. So, I mean, it's a fair assumption.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's reasonable to take the line of that path is fulfilled, therefore anything else in Lake is just it doesn't matter.
I wouldn't even say they did something wrong. It's just lack of knowledge. So it's the way pathins work. The magic that they found in Lake would have to block the other. But since we know it's just on chickens, that can't be the case. So Jax has no idea that magic is not the item, and therefore did not full clear Lake.
Mm-hmm. So we got told that Lake Hylia holds something to beat the Shadow Temple, which we need magic to enter. To enter the Shadow Temple. So the rule set we use is primarily glitchless. So you have to enter Shadow Temple using Din's Fire and magic. And Lake Hylia did have a magic. So that resolves that path, in essence. That resolves that hint. But if there is a non-magic locked magic about, then that is not classed as a path or way of the hero item, because if you remove the lake magic, you can still beat the seed by collecting the other magic. So currently, Jax thinks that nothing else is in Lake because the magic was there, and is now going in other places, the more denser locations to have items, rather than going back to the place where magic is.
Yeah, from Jax's perspective, they think hovers can just be anywhere. So, like, given what they know, this makes perfect sense.
Yeah. I think I'm just more surprised because I know Jax is a runner that they haven't gone back. I think that's what's more surprising for me. I think if I was watching two people running that I've never seen before, then like it's totally reasonable. And maybe I am biased, and that would be one of the first things I would have checked before coming back to GTG at least. Yeah, so we found a non-hook lock hook in Lake Hylia.
And that's it for Majarkin. Just get the last skull and cack, and there is his strength 2 for him.
The infamous final cack skull. So let's think about this theoretically. If Jax went to Lake after doing Spirit, where would Jax be in Shadow right now? Maybe
It's
some
been,
way.
about 5 minutes?
Yeah, so probably Silver Rupee Room, somewhere like that. And then Majarkin needs to do Adult Spirit and Twin Rover, of course, which we know is a notoriously long double boss. I think they both would have finished at the same time.
Yeah, it would have been really close.
We also got a hint that the Shadow Pot's dead. The Spirit is not necessarily go modable. The only check you can skip is the ZL lock check, because the BK is on the left hand.
Yep, and there's go mode for Majarkin.
But now, yeah, unfortunately, this is too far gone now.
Well, Majarkin is quite low on health. They might die.
No, get whacked by a couple of pots here, you're fine. There's also magic in the right-hand pot here, which is really nice. And then Link, for some reason, can climb up that wall, even though it's like twice the height as him.
Yeah, it just works.
I think it works because the top part of the wall doesn't actually exist. I think that's how that works. Dins was early. It was in Mido's. So Dins was well early.
And more disappointment for Jax. What could it be?
Bomb bag? Never seen another bomb bags. Oh, no, we haven't. Okay.
That's the third one.
I'm literally just looking at the item list, and there are only 4 items that we haven't seen. 2 bows, 2 slingshots, and that's it. Yeah,
You
a
mean to
wall
say
doesn't
this
exist.
game isn't made perfect?
Yeah, Majarkin's played a very impressive game. I mean, imagine not collecting any school. Well, collecting 8 schools 2 hours into a seed, and then collecting 50 and winning is 100% a brilliant achievement.
It's going to be one hell of a boost going into their next match against whoever that may be.
Yeah, because I mean, this is like we said at the start, at the top of the show. This is a competitive group. That all 4 runners are very equally matched in terms of skill level and experience. So any one of these 4 people can get in. For those who weren't here at the start, Jax and Majarkin are joined by Spike Vegeta and Rahalia in Group L. This is the first match in this group. So Majarkin will be in the lead with 3 points in this group.
Yes, and it appears as though you need at least 2 wins to consider getting through. Like, if you lose 2, that's pretty much out, I'm afraid.
Yeah, there are some situations where you can win 1 and maybe be in a tie break. But yeah, like you said, winning 1 is okay. You might not win the group. And if you win the group, then you get paired with somebody who came second in a group for the brackets. But yeah, 1 loss is not the end of the world. I'm going to make sure I've got the race time room open because I know Jax is going to be like, where were those offers? And I want to see the reaction. Yeah, you can't be thrown by losing the first game here. You got to keep your head straight.
Yeah, it's
Eye
all
on the
game
prize.
1.
Yeah, absolutely. Says the person who has already got 1 win. It's got to be easy to be positive when there's another bow. When you've got those 3 points on the board, isn't it, Red?
Yeah, I'll have to be worried if I lose today.
Yeah, you're playing, aren't you? Later on. Is it live on the Silver Gauntlets?
It is, in fact. Not long after this, we will have another match.
Really? Let's have a quick open of Le Sheet to have oh no, I've opened the wrong one. Never mind me. Is there a hashtag schedule? Like, oh no, it's not working. Oh, Cloud Ike. Whoa. 7 Eastern, 1 a.m. European time. That's going to be a close one. Cloud Ike's very, very good.
Yep. And they just finished with their match against Creative Username today. Got the win there. So this will be, who's going to be undefeated kind of match.
Yo, so they've already played a game today?
Mm-hmm. ACU.
They played ACU. Wow, potential for seed bleed.
Of course, I have the same problem, commentating a match.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, that does happen. Yeah, currently on the schedule, of course, Cloud versus Red later on. Tomorrow we actually have another match here on the Silver Gauntlets. Here at 7 p.m. UTC or 2 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have the Brazilian Kai P3 versus, they're in the chat, it's Purple Rupees. So that is tomorrow in Group B.
Now that will be a match to see.
Monday we've got Inco versus Me Think So. That is at 1:30 a.m. UTC, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And then Seigo Getsuga plays Vila on the Silver Gauntlets on Tuesday. So we've got game every day up until Tuesday, so continue checking that out, of course. Or also check out Zelda speedruns for the ZSR tournament that's going on there for even more matches. There's just Zuta content all over the place at the moment.
And there's the last chest Majarkin has to open in the game.
There we go. That's they haven't been opening chests for a long while, but they're done now. Here comes HBA. Actually surprised Jax didn't do HBA first. Seen a lot of people stung by not doing HBA first and then doing the whole of GTG.
Yeah, I've kind of adopted this mentality of saving inside of GTG, checking HBA, and then just resetting out of it.
Oh, I like that.
Because yeah, I've had plenty of times where I'm looking for one item, I'll do all of GTG, and then it's just on HBA.
I guess that does save walking back as well.
Nice even 1600.
All right, where next, Jax?
Run down to Lake. Go on, run.
Yeah, this is going to be Valley dipping to start off with.
First time seeing Valley of the Seed. Let's go.
First time Valley. Yeah, so we were saying a lot earlier, like, could this be potentially sub 2? And we were like, no, maybe not, maybe about 220, but it looks like this is going to end up being probably in the 245, 250 region.
Still pretty quick for a season 6 seed, at least.
Still pretty quick. Yeah, we're looking at around about averages in the Challenge Cup, around about 230 to 3, but of course can be anywhere between 2 and 330.
4.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4, but like there have been 4s. Yeah, Spotlight's actually something that I thought of as well. I wonder if Jax mentally checked it off. I wonder if they thought they've done everything in Lake. Because Shoot the Sun is a really forgettable check.
Goran was dead.
Yay, good thing we finally know.
Oh, this is Serenade.
Oh, this might be
This is Serenade. Does Jax have their cam up?
They do not. They have some nice birds though.
Yo,
Nice picture of
Pog.
some birds.
Oh, this is going to be heartbreak for jaxstronomy. Seeing this.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt really bad. Knowing
put-
how
you-
soon
you-
you could have had it.
You put it on paper, right? You read it on paper, and what this reads is you left the hover boots in a path of bongo location. But we know we know there's more to the tape than that.
Because to be fair, they're assuming that their magic is Path to Bongo.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just very unfortunate.
And I think the other kind of, and this is routing. This is like, and how this kind of stuff works in rando, and why it's anybody can win any game. But if Jax had the bow when they did Adult Lake the first time, they might have done Shoot the Sun there and then, but they didn't have the bow.
And not even the downplay, the way Jax opened the seed, it's just, that's rando sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we felt like Majarkin had quite a solid lead early on, picking up all those items in DC. But then Majarkin did unrequired Deku. But it turned out to be a significant skull hunt. Both collecting their skulls in very different ways. Jax collecting it as they went on. Majarkin decided to spend a good 20 minutes. So we're saying, is there a time limit? No, there's no time limit in these. It goes until a runner is done. However, any given seed, you could do every single check in a seed in about 4 hours. So that is the like hard kind of maximum. Unless two people completely forget a check or completely make a mistake, then you may find that, you know, both runners stop playing. But these settings have no time limit.
Yes, following up on that, I may have forgotten to do the Kakariko Open Grotto on one of my seeds and end up spending almost 5 hours.
Wow, that's an interesting one to miss.
Yeah, I don't know how I did it. But
That is a really interesting one.
yeah. Correct, Tobias, correct.
I skipped Rupia once. Just unknowingly.
I mean, that, like, I have definitely done that before. That is more skippable, I think.
Yeah, the disrespect, dumping bugs inside Ganon's castle.
I actually don't know like how speedrunners beat Ganon in vanilla speedruns, but in Rando we use the bottle.
I think they use ISG.
Oh, do they?
I think so.
That would make sense. Yeah, use the bottle for its intended purpose of defeating Ganon.
They do.
Yeah,
they...
speedrunners just warp to the credits. There is no boss.
I forgot about that.
Well, what about glitchless runs and things like that? No, you know, things like that. I guess even in Hundo runs, do they not even do it? I don't know. This is me knowing
quick spin.
very little about speedruns.
Quick spin with ISG, probably.
I guess you could just wrong warp to I don't know, credits. Do you even need to kill the pig?
Nope, just carry a rock around Kokiri Forest, and then you're in the credits.
Exactly. Exactly. Alright. Majarkin's on Ganon.
At this point, the heart starts racing. Fearing your opponent's going to snipe you. Like
Yeah.
someone double sniped me in 2 races in 1 day by a minute
wow.
and 26. 1 minute in one of them and 26 seconds in the other one.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't play for like 2 weeks after that.
It's kind of funny. In my head, it's always like, oh, they must be so close. They must be so close, and tighter until it's over, and then you realize they're 20 minutes behind. It's like, oh, okay.
But even still, like every crouch tab you missed is like, oh well, they're a second closer now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Even though you won about an hour ago.
But yeah, let's get our GGs ready for Majarkin.
Yeah, definitely. Find the chat.
With a swing of the sword, Majarkin finishes in first place in 2 hours, 44 minutes, and 10 seconds. GG's. Looks like Jax is continuing for now. They are in go mode.
I'm not sure if they're one to keep the race room open, so they may not know yet.
Oh, okay.
But there's nothing wrong with finishing if you're go mode.
Oh, they posted GG's in the chat.
Okay, yeah.
They are aware.
To be fair, they're only like 8 minutes away from finishing or something.
Yeah, it's really not that far.
Yeah. We might see if Majarkin wants to jump in here. I don't know, I feel like I don't have enough power to ask in the race time room.
Yeah, I think we have to leave that to Hell Knight, maybe, if they want to decide that.
Yeah, Shadow was go modable.
Is that all
never
the
happens.
keys? Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Back room, skippable.
All right, yeah, looks like Majarkin will be here shortly.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jax finishes Shadow and then forfeits, considering their admiration for Shadow.
It is their home after all.
Yeah. Jack says, sure, let me do something first in the race time room.
Oh, Jax is up to something?
They're just busy. They're busy up to something. Oh, can we pull Majarkin in?
He's in a voice somewhere, yes. If not, then no.
Should I just drag them? I do this.
Hey.
Hi, Majarkin.
Hello. I mean,
Hi.
Thanks.
Well played.
I feel like I just hard recommitted to something that I completely put off, and it paid off, and I was sweating the entire time.
Well,
yeah, that's gonna be my first question was, when did you say, all right, I guess it's skull time now?
Entering Jabu. I went into Jabu with 9. Yeah. I'm
And
just like, do I want to search the seed? No, I'd rather just skull push. And I should have been collecting. I could have been at like 25, 30, and then easily.
Yeah, because you were like even skipping sort of quite easy schools in dungeons as well. You were skipping Deku and Shadow schools and things like that. So
Yeah.
you properly went for, which is why I was really surprised. Oh, Jax is doing ice arrows and for bongo.
That's what they meant.
Amazing. Yeah, so like I will say, if you watch the restream back, you'll probably hear me saying that you're throwing by collecting schools now, and chat rightly pointed out that I was talking bull, and I will take my hat off and put it in my mouth and eat my hat by saying, yeah, you made the right call by just stopping and collecting schools. So congratulations for committing to that.
I don't think you're wrong. I think the correct play is to commit to what you're doing, and really, when you see that, and you see that Spirit is Path, and especially after, well, not Path, Spirit is a medallion, but especially after you see the Mirror Shield in Market, like, you should be collecting the whole time until you get the Market Path settled.
That's true.
And then if it settles out in its strength, then you completely kill skulls. Because it's what, 1 check for a skull for a potential mirror shield, right? So it was wrong of me to not collect them. I just decided, can I get to 50 in like 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes? Yes. Can I do all the other checks in the seed in that time frame? No. okay. That's why I shifted. So I'm like, guaranteed go mode versus casino. So it was wrong of me not to just be pushing skulls until I resolved that path.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm so pissed. Hello.
Go,
Hey, welcome in,
Jax.
Jax. GG's.
Jeez, I'm so pissed at myself.
Welcome in, Jax. GG's.
Yeah, so we haven't told Majarkin yet, but the kind of turning point in the seed was I'm on
Covers.
echo. The turning point in the seed was I'm on echo. Can anybody else hear the echo?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
1 second. Here you go.
Hello. Okay, cool. Yeah, so the turning point in the seed was Jax didn't collect the hover boots from the lake and did GTG basically looking for them, but
Yep.
was collecting skulls as they went along. Majarkin collected about 8 skulls in an hour and 50 minutes, and then
Oh my
collected
God.
another
I did
42
50.
in about 20.
Oh, I'm extra pissed now because like I was done with 50 at like the 2-hour mark, and I was just like, oh well, like Hylia, that's the magic in the long shot, and there was all this stuff like, you know, like, oh, maybe it's up in the top of spirit, and maybe it's like just the magic, and there's like, and then it's like, oh, I'm such an idiot. And I see the hovers come down, I'm like,
Yeah,
the magic is not path, and Majarkin will be honored to tell you where the second
oh,
magic
where's the
is.
other magic?
I forget. I just remember I got it really early. Where was that?
Talk to
It's
the
on-
blue.
Chickens.
It's on chickens.
Chickens.
Oh,
that's
okay.
right.
It was on chickens.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, that would have. I was kind of hoping to find a second magic because I'm like, I don't believe that.
Well, basically.
Yeah, like I was thinking about doing water, and I'm like, oh shit, I hadn't shoot the sun.
Yeah,
I don't know why I
got
didn't
that
shoot the sun the
long
first time I
shot.
was there. Did I not have? I didn't have a bow then, did I?
You didn't have a
Yeah.
bow.
I
Yeah.
haven't done
ouch.
DC yet.
Because I did.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had. I went to set Pierre before I went to DC because I wanted to get the. I wanted to get the riveting content skull.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I will tell you that you can get that with just a hook shot, but it's a tricky position. I summoned Pierre because I already had it set up, but you can actually get that with just hook shot.
Well, yeah, but I
Oh,
was planning
wow.
ahead. And also I got iron, so I got the skull in Lake at the same time.
Yeah.
I just planned ahead, and I went out and did lake checks before I went and did all of the mountain area. So
Mhm.
I just didn't have my bow yet.
I just
Yeah, so-
decided early, no 50 for me. And then I changed my mind with 9 skulls and Jabu, or 8 or something. Jabu was my second to last dungeon, followed by Spirit. I just
Yeah, I
decided
committed
there
to.
that, yeah.
I just committed early because I'm like, oh, a skull seat, that's great for me if that's required, and apparently it would have been if I had shot the sun at some point before I did anything else. But I was thinking like, oh well, magic and it was a long shot lock spirit, and I'm like, okay, so, Song of Time, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
both had different routes as well early on. So Majarkin took the shoes into DC. Jack, she went child. So Majarkin had all those nice little items in DC
All
quite
that
early
stuff
on.
from DC, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I had just learned the bomb chew ground jump on DC. So that's why I was trying for that money. I was so nervous the first like 20 minutes. I was trying for that
Aw.
money in Lake because I wanted
Yeah.
a shield, because you can't do that without a shield, right? You just
Yeah.
can't. And so I'm
Yeah.
like, I want to go beat this, and then I'll clear other stuff. And it just took me a little bit. And then there's money on top of DC. I'm like, fine, I'll do that and get it. But I was like, I wasted so much time. That's the only reason I went up river there too. Is I'm like, where do I get money? And I'm like, okay,
Oh,
I
wow.
can get money in river. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, Engel was
I
in
do
chat
go
and
river
told
a
us
lot.
about that as well.
Yeah, I do go river a lot. Like,
Yeah.
it happens a lot when I play. But in that case, when you have bomb shoes like that, if I had enough money, I would have just gotten shield and straight into DC. So
Yeah.
that was just
no,
money.
seeing that strength upgrade and seeing the spirit was required, I'm like, I'm not risking that. That I'm just collecting. I don't care. If I run across it, then whatever. I wasted some time. It's not that much time. No, I just wasted all the time just not going to shoot this, like not thinking of shoot the sun as something that had opened up to me.
Yeah, we here in comms and chat, we're just hoping that you would, go back and fulfill that.
Well, I
last
did.
location.
I did. It was not my last location at all. But I was thinking about like
Or
water.
you would follow up on all of your path areas. I mean,
Yeah. But no, like it was. I just completely forgot about shoot the sun. Honestly.
Yeah, we were kind
Yeah,
of thinking
we were
that maybe
wondering
you were
whether
just
that-
assuming the magic, but
Yeah, or if
Yeah.
you'd got kind of head checked off the checks in Lake had done kind of thing without.
I mean, I had two things. This is like something I like harp on people about and stuff. So like that's why I was like extra pissed at myself about it because like harping people is like you can't just assume that you have the path item.
Yeah.
I had two potential path items there. I had a long shot and a magic.
And the magic.
And because I knew magic wasn't it, I immediately just did shoot the sun. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
I really need to know what
Yeah,
is
that would
there.
definitely do it. Yeah, and I thought about doing chickens that probably would have clarified things for me slightly, and I just didn't because I figured what I was looking for was late.
Yeah, and when you were in CAC, it was straight nighttime to do Dampe.
Well, when I picked up my 48th skull, I was thinking about when I picked up my 48th skull, actually.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Skull number 48 was that, because skull number 48 was the soil patch skull in CAC.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That would have clarified a few things for me.
We have a Matt is question in chat because we had fun in this. So what do you have down as your path to in bottom of the world to Phantom Gala?
Oh, hammer.
yeah, that seemed to be the consensus here.
Yeah, hammer.
Oh,
You need that to bust into DC to get the. There is no way you can get all of the skulls that you need to get the second strength without busting into DC to get all those items in there. So you need the hammer to bust in to get the strength upgrade to get the bombs to get everything else.
Yeah, all of the strengths and bombs were locked behind.
And that made me feel extra good about the whole aggressive skull collection thing because I'm like, oh, this is just telling me that I need that strength. Like that was like telegraphing like you needed the 50 and then you get to freaking strength 3 off Roba.
Basically, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, let's see. And then halfway through my dungeon rush, I went, I'm dumb. Like, I think I started collecting some in the shadow. I forgot about a couple. I was thinking about where I was going next. And as soon as I was walking to Jabu, and the hint just throws it in my face again right at King, I'm like,
yeah,
okay, I'm done. I'm doing it. I already had the first one, but
last locationing hover really kicked my butt there because like I was done with. When was I done with Twin Rova? Like 210, 215, somewhere around there.
Yeah, we were saying that if you played Serenade after completing Twin Rover, then we think that it would have been pretty much neck and neck.
Yeah.
Because Majarkin, honestly, like you collected those schools so rapidly. Like props to you in that routing of that 50 schools because that really, really was good. And like consider me impressed.
I'm very happy with that routing I did for the skulls. I should have just been collecting. That's the truth of it. I know, Jax, you like to do skulls. You push them harder than I do, and I should have just played to that. And so after that, I'm just like, Jax is just going to push skulls. So the whole time, I'm like, why hasn't Jax finished? Why hasn't Jax finished?
Well, why hasn't Jax finished? Just because Jax did Jax. Like, that's what happened. I just blanked on a check. That's what you needed. That's what you got. But...
yeah, the whole scene, I was like, so Jax is going to play Serenade out of here.
Nope, I blanked on it. I blanked on it.
And I was like, Jax is
honestly.
Serenade.
No, I absolutely blanked on it, and that's my fault. Like, honestly, like, what I should have done when I was doing my trackers, I should have marked off. I normally mark off when I have checks left in an area. I normally mark out so I have the remainders, and I just didn't even think about it today. Like, honestly, I just marked it as the magic. I'm like, oh, well, I'm gonna go check things when it's the magic. I'm gonna go check when I do, when I check PR, but it's the magic, right? And I get the second hook shot, I'm like, I'll put that there. And I didn't even think about it. Like, I didn't even think about it until I was hunting for the hover boots.
Yeah, it was fun finding the long shot there in Lake, and we were like, because so Majarkin had the bow at that point and took the bow, did shoot the sun, which was like efficient because you didn't have suns at that point. I don't think
I did.
So,
I got it right before.
Oh, you got it right before. Jax didn't have suns, and we were like, oh, this like Jax has actually got perfect timing if you had the bow because it was like just like middle of night time, so you could have walked and been there for it.
But yeah, it was annoying.
Someone in the chat asked why there was no DC path. I'm assuming there was another bomb bag somewhere that was locked on the same like sphere sphere level as the one in DC.
There's a
behind
bomb
Ganon
bag
somewhere.
there's a bomb bag on like 5 keys in there's a bomb bag on like 5 keys in GTG,
Yep, there's
and
5.
it has a hammer key required for it.
The
That
third is
might
on
be
Lax.
Yeah, the other's lags.
Yeah, so it's probably the one in GTG.
Yeah, so we feel that the hammer is the only path on both King Dodongo and Forest Temple.
Yeah, it's interesting
And that's
one.
why there's no path there. And
Mhm.
I knew that DC didn't have a path before I entered DC. Well, no, not before. I found out the hint in DC. I found out that I got the Temple of Time path to Shadow. I'm like, thanks, game.
Yeah,
This
for the
game,
most
the one I
part,
got
the hints sucked
immediately.
ass. Yeah.
Yeah, the hints were not great.
Yeah,
Again,
the
like
hints were either complicated and actually needless. Like we spent about half an hour trying to work out the logic, but actually it didn't matter. Like it didn't really.
no, like
in the end of the day, it
the
didn't
hammer
matter.
just like cracked it. The hammer just you need the hammer to crack open DC. You're done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Forest. Here, just have your Baronade kit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was nice. I
that
was like,
forest.
oh.
That forest was crazy.
Yeah, and that just gave me like, and again, I think I ended Forest with 29 skulls. At that point, I'm like, okay, let's just go child route and finish out skulls.
Because you got the lens to start off with, and I was like, oh, lens, because letter is in treasure chest game, and that locks skulls to get the 50, and that was kind of, and then you just found letter and boomerang. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm pissed at myself for like just not thinking about finishing out a path when I'm like, this one thing they constantly say, but I can't believe I kept it that close considering like I was on the boat when you finished in Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what unfortunately happens when you don't do skulls, and that's why you should always route in your skulls because you backtrack a lot. I didn't do any checks really. I purely did skulls for like 15-20 minutes. So
yeah,
because I thought you might go into like ice to do checks and skulls, or you might head into GTG because there's a healthy amount of Colossus Valley Fortress schools there, and then just do the density.
I just thought that actually takes longer skull-wise than just doing skulls. Like, you can get way more just not doing anything, and because I needed absolutely nothing but 50, I'm like, let's not do that. And I just pushed as hard as I could, and luckily it worked out. It was a very bad decision not to go for it 50 there. I had the hint. Where was it? It was on the
Temple of
floor
Time.
first, right? Yeah,
that
Temple
was
of Time.
one of the first hints we got. I'm just like, okay, and that's why I chose to go child so early because I'm like, there are no early adult skulls. Like there's like one adult skull you can get with no items in that area. You just can't get adult skulls.
All right, cool. I think we've covered everything. So thanks for racing for us today. So this was the first of the Group L matches. So Majarkin takes a win in the first match, and Jax, you still got 2 other games to get some wins in. So best of luck for that.
No, I'm just really I'm just mad at myself. I threw away a very good early round. Right?
Yeah. I enjoyed that the trade quest item was a frog. That really.
Yes,
that
I
really,
was like, and the
that
other
wound
thing I
me
was
up.
thinking about was you there, like me not having those numbers. I'm just like, the last hint I got was the bigger on hint.
I never.
So I'm sitting there being like,
where does that?
It was in Valley. I checked Valley after GTG and then went to.
No, and to be fair,
and then
that is Journey's Joy is definitely not.
I was thinking
like
water, and then
like,
like, I need to shoot the sun first, and then I swore extremely loudly.
Yeah, we did think that.
And I swore extremely loudly, and I was very mad.
So cool. Other than that, we've got a match on in about 2 hours' time, which will be commentator Artificial Red versus Cloud Ike. So stick around for some American convenient time zootering. Jax, Majarkin, thanks for running. We haven't got the bot today, so we haven't got links for you. But if you like Zoota and Crystal Item Pokemon Randomizer, then go and watch Jax. If you like dogs, go and watch Majarkin. For the camp. Myself, Red, and Velvet have been chatting nonsense all seed. So thanks to both of you, and I guess myself.
Thank you, Chuckles.
And Shy and Vava have been tracking for us today. So thank you for being here. Hell Knight restreamed this. So that is everything from us here at Team The Silver Gauntlets. We'll see you in a couple of hours' time for the next